What's happening is we're getting a very weak streaming signal, and I think the quality is just too high or something. The output is too high, I think. Anyway, I qualified last. We are back, but I'm not sure for how long, guys. I'm not sure for how long, because I think it's gonna crash. But we're gonna try again. I think it's gonna crash again. If it crashes again, we're calling time on these shenanigans. Do you use your headset to speak via the stream? As opposed to what, mate? At the moment, if you missed the first stream, first of three, this is the third, you will have noticed that I had sound setup issues, so I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. This is the only one where you can hear me and I can speak. You can hear me and the game. But it means that I'm actually I'm hearing the game through the stream itself, not from the console. I'm not sure how you get around that. Did it crash again? I can't have a second mic unless I set one up. But I'm using the headset and the mic for the same thing. Oh, come on. Come on. That was quite aggressive. Yeah, thought so. What I don't understand is is PlayStation able to get the streaming so right? I suppose it's because you're only running it through one device. Norman, are you serious about the sim racing stuff, bro? I play all 4 simulators except for Artifact, actually. Anyway, doesn't make a difference. I could use frickin' Mario Kart to learn how to become a better driver. And in iRacing, the racecraft is no better. Trust me. It's all about the lobby that you're in. No matter what simulator you're playing, if you're in a low lobby, you're going to experience hell. And if you're in a high lobby in Gran Turismo, you're going to experience good racing just like you do in iRacing. Trust me, it makes zero difference. Lower lobbies bring out the worst in drivers. Everyone's an animal. Does anyone know how to turn down the quality of the stream? Okay, Norman is trolling. Yeah, thank you. Eleanor, GT has a better online community. Depends, guys. It really does depend. What I have found though is the iRacing community are the biggest snobs. I mean that sincerely. They are just the most self-righteous bunch. And I can't wait to meet some of them in real life. Is ACC ever coming to console? Tom, I doubt it. Not in the short term because they don't have the resources. They're still trying to add a clean race. How is that possible? Anyway, I keep trying to press enter like I'm in iRacing. Why aren't you in cockpit cam? In Gran Turismo Sport, cockpit cam is not so good. So I use the bumper cam, which is not actually bumper cam. It's the cockpit position without the cockpit. In iRacing and stuff, I use the and ACC I use dashboard, but in GT Sport I've always ran with bumper, unless unless there's a like the Porsche that I was going to race in the FIA race, I would have done in dashboard cam because you can see so much out of the window. Thank you for everyone who tuned. Jesus, 140 viewers. Guys, just be warned. This thing could drop off at any second. Grandia, you got me, bro. You got me. You got me. Okay, so Norman, if you aren't trolling, give Gran Turismo Sport a try, my man. More professional racing drivers have come from Gran Turismo Sport to the professional racing world than any other simulator. That tells you something. So Eleanor, if you take a screenshot of the bumper cam and the cockpit cam, you'll find that there's very little difference in the actual position of the camera. Hassan, yes. Sorry, man. I saw it, but I couldn't tell if it was from the previous stream or this stream because I don't know what I'm doing with the Streamlabs OBS. I need still to spend some time with it. Let's try banging a better lap. Demon, I think Kailami is coming out in February. I'm guessing. Um, Demon is asking about Kailami in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Awesome racetrack. Thank you to everyone who tuned in so far. Just a heads up, this stream could drop at any second, so please be patient. Yeah, I need to move the second screen. I've actually bought one of those, what do you call it? The things that move, the monitor arms. And I'm going to move it much closer. I'm going to move it like up here or something, so that I can read your... Will Kailami be coming to GT Sport? No idea. No idea. I have no connection to Gran Turismo, guys. Absolutely zero, except I did one video for them once. And that's just because I was in the same location as them, because I was doing a real race. Besides that, I have no affiliation to them. But it's always been my favorite game, driving game. I do some beta testing for Assetto Corsa Competizione, but that's not paid. That's out of my own sort of desire to have a hand in sim racing beyond just creating YouTube videos. So they don't pay me to do ACC, let's make that clear. I just do it for fun, but it also helps me provide input. And I have done so in terms of game sounds, track accuracy, and one or two like physics things. I'm pushing them about braking. I think that ACC could still improve in braking. And that's about it at the moment. Brake bias, it's basically if you go minus, you're moving the brake force to the front of the car, which makes it dive a bit more, but also feels more stable. But can give you understeer, so in cars which are not MR cars, so this is an MR car, mid-engined, rear-wheel drive. You want to actually have a more balanced brake bias because of the physics issues in Gran Turismo Sport with MR cars, which oversteer way too simply. That was a good example of it. Then you move the brake balance all the way to the front to help you with stability going into the corner. If you have a car that understeers, then you go more rear. So I'm half a second off my personal best. Which Thrustmaster setup do you have? davidperel.net/sim. For those of you who want to see my setup, I have a TGT from Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster do pay me actually, and I do help them also with new product development. So it's not a completely unbiased opinion. But I was using Thrustmaster long before that. I bought a Fanatec wheel and a Thrustmaster wheel, and I ended up staying with the Fanatec wheel, even though the Fanatec had better pedals, which I have spoken to Thrustmaster about. They know that, they are working on it, I think, I hope, I pray. They tell me that they're aware that the pedals need work. "200 people have signed in to watch this, and it's gonna crash at any second, gents. It's gonna crash at any damn second. The stream has been doing me no favors tonight. I think the quality setting is too high for my internet connection, for my Wi-Fi rather. Okay, do you think the G29 is good? I haven't played it in GT Sports, but Logitech to me is not the, yeah, it's not the best of the sim racing brands. It's probably the most affordable, but it's not the best. So what did I do now? 31.6, potential 31.5. That will put us like mid-pack. Okay, so let's just see. I saw a comment about, what's this practice for? I'm not practicing, I'm just doing some daily races for fun, because this stream is a test stream. It's the millionth test I've done with new equipment, and so far it seems to be the one that is kind of working the smoothest. Okay, as predicted, mid-pack. WDP! We met in Amsterdam, he's a legend. Very fast driver. Where did I see this comment about Lewis Hamilton? If you had to choose between PS4 and PC for sim racing, what would you pick? I don't know. I haven't thought of that. I like PS4. I like Gran Turismo Sport, and I like the other two sims I play, ACC and iRacing. I just don't like the iRacing community, but I like the game. TX3, how you doing, bro? Mante. So I actually think Lewis Hamilton plays this thing more than people think. I just know he uses a pseudonym. But his laps were not bad. It took some top Gran Turismo guys quite a while to beat him at one or two tracks. Um, Especially Willow Springs. He had a really good technique. I didn't want to make a video about it because everyone was making a video about it. But if I were to make a video, I would commentate on some of his laps. Yeah, I spend way too much money with iRacing. It's a rip-off sometimes. Sometimes. I hate their business model, but yeah. Anyway, Brody, thanks for the $2, bro. Any plans to race in the States? Lots of plans, but no direction. None of the teams want me. They have their sort of set guys, so I'm not on that list of dudes that they need. What's wrong with the iRacing community? They're just really self-righteous and they're quite arrogant. Not everyone, obviously, not everyone. But if some of them, a small minority, and they do enough to upset me. So I thought this guy behind me was gonna hit me. Okay, I can't read the comments while I'm driving because the screen is like all the way to the right. What does it feel like racing supercars in real life? Surreal, bro. Oh, David. Hang on, guys. I need to concentrate because I'm making too many mistakes. I might as well be an absolute amateur in this game right now. I'm usually better than this. is he just slamming the door like that? I'm definitely going to get a penalty. Oh, okay. He deserved the penalty there. Fighting mid-pack around Interlagos is just not easy. You have to stay calm. Afrikaans stream. I can't speak Afrikaans. I can't speak any languages except a little bit of German that my girlfriend taught me. So for those of you curious, by the way, the game I've been playing the most recently has been iRacing. I've been playing in the BMW fixed races. My sportsmanship, or whatever, the safety ranking has been going down the toilet, though, which has been incredibly frustrating. But I like that you have to qualify for every race, and I need to improve my qualifying in real life. So that's why I've been playing mostly iRacing. And I haven't been playing Gran Turismo Sport for a while now. That's also why you haven't been seeing videos, although that's also because of the recording software. Buddy, give me some space. My God. How did we not touch there? Okay, we definitely lost too much time to the guys out front, but we will keep pushing. Wow, the send in the background there was epic. Are you going to get a foot cam? Yes. I'm not allowed to tell you why I don't have one, but I will eventually get one. I can speak racing Italian, so I can say when there's like understeer, oversteer, or when to box, or if I understand something. I can understand people speaking German, and I can understand people speaking a little bit of Italian, but not much. Italian is my favorite language though, and I wish I could speak it. It would help with Ferrari. Once I tried to speak German on the radio to my team, engineer, and he didn't understand me because he was expecting English, and when German came through the radio, he was like, "What?" So even though it was perfect German, it was it was really bad. He just didn't compute. So they expect me to speak English. I'm locking the fronts quite a lot, more than I expected. Have they fixed the physics with these cars? No, it has nothing to do with Thrustmaster. So the pedal cam will come eventually. Guys, I can barely get the stream to stay up. I mean, let's forget the more toys for the... And the position of this face cam. I still need to invest in like a face cam stand, I suppose. So there's still a couple of things I have to get right with all of this equipment. I used to let my brother set up everything, because he was much more technically minded when we ran a software company together. But my brother lives in South Africa. I now live in London, so what's your opinion on Race Room? Haven't tried it. Is it ABS glitch? What's ABS glitch? I have ugly toes. What's ABS glitch, guys? WDP, what's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the leaders of this race. Did he win it? Now WDP could probably understand some Afrikaans. Wow! He nailed it. 0.35. What a legend. Good job. Great job. 32.2, 31.0. I'm nowhere near those lap times. ABS glitch turns ABS to low. Is this a new bug? How do you do the warm-up? Guten Tag, freaky boy. How do you do the warm-up? What? When did this come in? Haha, Ulti, that's not coming through, bro. Sorry, man. I'm hiding that comment. Okay, so do I also have to warm up the car? Oh my god. We don't have a steering force indicator, guys, because we don't. It feels like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But in Gran Turismo Sport, I have it at 7.7, and that kind of feels like the weight of the car. It's heavy-ish. The Newton meters in the GT cars are quite light because it's got power steering. So it's not that. What language do I speak in South Africa? English. But there's 11 languages in South Africa, so. So yeah. Do Renat and Dennis play Sims? No, they don't. I'm begging Renat to get a simulator, but he's not listening to me. I'm using the Steel Series 7. I recently got it. It's a really epic headset. I used to use the Thrustmaster ones, but to be honest with you, they failed on me. So They failed on me, so I bought these Steel Series ones. Don't forget to switch on the radar. Why? I don't like the radar. Makes you lazy. If you use the radar, there is no radar in real life, guys. So I rather get used to using the rearview mirror, which has come in handy in real life, by the way, because I use it so much here. It saved me in Suzuka 10 hour from a massive accident. I mean in real life. And yeah, so I don't use the radar ever. Anyway, you can do that. You can look back. Try AMG. We have to first do a good lap in this car. I do like the AMG though. They add bags without fixing the old one. Yeah, I know. It's the Japanese way, guys. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Japanese culture when it comes to product development, but it's different to European culture or American or whatever, Western culture. And they take a much slower and analytical approach to everything. Even Gran Turismo is a slow evolution. It's like a freaking Porsche 911 of evolution here. Each new version looks like the old one until you put it next to one that's 2 or 3 versions ago. It is frustrating that they don't fix certain bugs. And they do have a massive team, but whatever. I know, I don't use this view because it's like, well, this is wrong. I mean, if we sat in the car and we saw this, I'd be amazed. You don't sit this close or this high. Shane, you legend! Thank you so much, dude. Woo! Thanks for the donation, my man. My alert box is for some reason not appearing, but I will fix that in the next stream. There it is. Yeah, Shane, I've finally decided to give live streaming a go. I'm gonna try to do the FIA races tomorrow, and I'll definitely give live streaming a shot then as well. Have I tried GT Sport in VR? No, I haven't. It's one of the things I do want to try, because I've tried Assetto Corsa and iRacing in VR, and they're awesome. But I haven't tried Gran Turismo in VR. To get faster to A+, first of all, thank you for the donation, my friend. Absolute legend, thank you so much. To get faster, you have to first of all stick to the basics. So reference points, where you get on the power. On my YouTube channel I have a video called my 3 fundamental tips for driving. Oh, this is just going off the... I can't talk and drive. I'm not like Jimmy Broadbent or Super GT. Anyway, to drive a better lap, first stick to the basics, okay? Then, and the basics are outlined in my video 3 fundamental tips to driving, which is on YouTube. Second is, you got to watch the fast guys and look exactly where they're changing gear, exactly where they're braking, exactly where they're getting on the power, and you have to mimic that. Whoa, that was a bit of a lazy throttle there. So mate, I can't say your name, but thanks for racing against me. Surprisingly, no one got penalties around us. How do you get faster is to just get faster? No, there is a method. There's a method. I'm not the fastest driver, but I use method to get faster. And the first thing is reference points, because if you have a reference point, you can start to judge how, if you can brake a meter later, a meter earlier, can you carry more speed through the apex? So for me, it all starts with reference points for braking or corner entry, and then you work from there. You build from there until eventually you start to get comfortable at certain speeds and getting a better feeling for how to carry speed through a corner. These are all very, very important fundamentals. Even Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen use it, because when they go into qualifying, there's a few unknowns for them because they have more power, stuff like that. That's great. Oh! I'm a kart driver from Portugal. I'm racing in the national championship with Birrell, and it's getting more expensive. Do you have any advice to get sponsors? Whew. Not an easy one, buddy, especially in karting. You've got to look at Ken Block as an example. Ken Block, he provides value for his sponsors. Like, it's not just about putting the sticker on the car. He builds like a whole narrative around, a whole story around the brands that get involved with him, and that's why they ended up sponsoring him. So it's not a case of just asking for stickers on the car, guys. It has to be much more than that. Start with one beer, check your lap time, start with second beer. Yes, that is how you do it. Do downshifts have something to do with brake length? Yes, they do. Okay, so now what? I have to go into the all things considered, I don't think I did too badly with the... Yeah, your timing of downshifting in real life and in games is very important. Some games, simulators, don't like late, quick downshifts, like iRacing. That thing just blocks you from downshifting too quickly. But Nonos, how you doing, DJ? But in real life, you can actually downshift quite aggressively. Not as aggressively as Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, they're allowed to seize the engine. But in real life, you can actually go down the gears quite aggressively. And in the GTE car, you actually use the downshifts as a way to manage your braking. Good evening, Zany. Good evening, DJ. You need to be a brand to get sponsor help. No, you need to offer your sponsors something of value to get sponsors. They need to know that what you're doing for them is going to give them more customers. And they are not charities. They're not here to just for you to put their sticker on their car and suddenly they have 1,000 freaking new customers. It doesn't work that way. Do I watch races like IMSA? Yeah, man. Ken Block had the money. Yes, so did I. The second time round I also had the money, but eventually you need money from sponsors. And whether you have no money or already have money makes no difference. They still care about, can you bring value to their brand. If you can't bring value to their brand, then they're not going to sponsor you, regardless of if you have money or not. On the other question, yeah, I watch a lot of racing. I watch too much racing. Oh my god, that was close. I was a racing fan before I was a racing driver. I still am. I know all the names of... Except for NASCAR. These days I don't watch NASCAR that much, so I've kind of lost touch. There. Anyway, no talking for now. IMSA is really cool. I wish I could race there. I'm obviously watching some of my mates in Daytona at the moment. But none of the teams are looking for David Perel, so wow, that guy did a great move around the outside. I think I was a bit boxed in there to get anything done. Where's this guy from? Is that Lebanon? No. Where's the... What flag is that, ladies and gents? $300 people are watching. Oh no, my move almost worked. Oh! A lot of confusion going on here. Whoa! Oh, I'm in the rat pack of rat packs. Unbelievable! Holy! Was that my fault? Holy shit! Was that my fault? This is murdering my driver rankings. Because usually I try to spend a bit more time practicing before I do any daily racing. Get out the way. Okay, let's try some kind of recovery. Oh, David, start by being on the track. I don't know why I got that penalty. Trying to drive as clean as possible here. That guy moved under braking, but whatever. Yeah, my connection is terrible. To everyone who's watching, this stream could drop at any moment. So I need to sort that out. And apologies in advance. Apologies in advance. The stream is... Use the radar. No, the radar makes no difference. I know where the guys are. It makes you lazy in real life. If you have this radar, then you don't get the sixth sense. In real life, if I had this thing, this would be great. This one. We don't have that in real life, so back to the lap times. Which I'm not sure why. The lap time one is my favorite one. I definitely came off worst in that race. Fuel shock battery is low. Yeah, if we had these penalties in Blancpain, everyone would have a penalty because the driving there is so aggressive. Good luck, dude. I was gonna do nations, but I decided not to. Whew! Damn. Okay, so. Whoa! So, Micro Sticks and Friends. I know that's not your name. Whatever. It's getting a Thrustmaster stuff. That's pretty sick. Whoa. So that race got me all sweating. Not ideal, because the result was mighty shite. But we're going to try again. I can't believe I got a freaking. I lost some DR there. Yeah, I do want to do ACC online stuff. I just haven't found a slot where it's possible for me to get involved. Okay, we're going with the Merc this time. How do the best drivers in Blancpain measure up against single-seater F1 drivers? Very highly. I mean, we have quite a few ex-F1 drivers, or F1 refugees, if you will. Marciello, Caldarelli, Bortolotti. I mean, there's actually a very long list, and they are very fast. There's a reason why they're always at the top in Blancpain. They just didn't get to F1 for different reasons. Probably just didn't mix with the teams well enough, or something to that effect. But it's not a question of speed. It's those guys are very quick, very, very, very quick. I wish I had their just 1% of their talent. What is your least favorite Blancpain circuits? Um, I don't like Misano that much. I don't like um, yeah, Monza I like, Paul Ricard I like, Silverstone I love. I don't like Barcelona. I definitely don't like Barcelona. To get sponsors, I need to go after them by doing what? Sending emails, sending videos, try to have a meeting. Yeah, you have to try get in front of sponsors. It's all about introductions and networking. But when you do get in front of sponsors, you have to have something to talk to them about. It can't just be, hey, sponsor me. You have to plan it and prepare it. You have to look at a brand, at a specific brand, and be like, how can I help that brand get more customers? And then you come up with a plan, and then you're like, okay, how do I get to people within that brand? And you go into LinkedIn and you search for that company, and you find people in there, and you just keep trying that way. Oh my god, I understand this thing is. You must be joking. Have I ever played this in VR? No. Is Gran Turismo similar to real cars? Not really. Um, it's just it gets the fundamentals right. The same as iRacing gets the fundamentals right sometimes, and Assetto Corsa gets a lot right. Gran Turismo is the same; it gets a lot right. So no, I mean the Ferrari 458 in this game feels nothing like the Ferrari in real life. Strangely, the Porsche 911 RSR feels more like um, the cars that I race, which is weird. But anyway, so Ulti, in karting, no one's gonna give you any shots, my man, because it's ground roots. Like if you want to get into karting, you have to pay for it yourself. Guys, in all of racing, you have to pay for most of it yourself until you get to a certain level. It took me forever to get to the level I'm at now. How much money do I need to become a Blancpain driver? 500,000 euros over 3 or 4 years. Oh, that's just in the Blancpain levels. To get there, you need another million euros, probably. I don't know. Yeah, probably a million. In my case, I had to find and spend personally about 350,000 euros. So, about the first 100,000 came from me, from my life savings, from selling everything I owned, literally everything I owned. There's no excuses. And then the second 100 came from like a private sponsor, someone who was willing to help me. And the third 100 is me paying off a loan. So I took a loan. And then the final 50, I just paid it late. And I paid it via coaching and like a whole bunch of other stuff. But that's actually kind of, it's not that clear. It was also tied into the loan that I took. So I'm going to be paying off the loan for the rest of time. But that's what I did to get into become a professional. And the money that I earn now, it hasn't equated to the money that I spent to try become a professional. So even though I have become a professional now, I don't know how long it would take me to be a professional to actually balance out the amount I had to find to become one. So it's more than a house, mate. You can do a lot with that money, trust me. The best way to become a racing driver is to first be an entrepreneur in business. That's the guys who race the most are wealthy guys who made their own money, made a lot of it, and now can race whatever they want because they have the budget. And that is the best way to become a racing driver. Forget the sponsorship stuff. Take all that desire that you want to become a racing driver and put it into business. I learned that lesson very late. I stuck in racing for too long at the beginning. I stuck in karting until I was 23. And then from 23 to 30, I focused on business. And I wish I did it differently. But yeah, I can't fix the sound, guys. I actually can't fix anything on the stream at the moment. If I fix anything, it's gonna fail. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with a bit of syncing. And once I figure out the quality issues, I promise you, I haven't played real racing. Yeah, so gentlemen drivers are the ones who do the most racing because they can afford it. And pro drivers, even if you're a pro, sometimes you can do 5 races a year and you're a pro driver, but you've only done 5 races in a season. You only do Blancpain Endurance, for example. So being a pro doesn't mean that you do a lot of racing. It means that you get paid when you do race. I'm lucky that I do a lot of racing these days. But again, it doesn't balance out the amount that was invested in me and the amount that I spent personally to become a pro. So you have to do this for passion and pretty much nothing else. Unless you're like Marciello or Bartolotti, who were on their way to Formula One and for whatever reason it didn't work out. But even they had to find some money along the way, even to get to GT racing. Like I know, for example, Bartolotti, who's a phenomenal driver, he had to find a bit of sponsorship to race in Lamborghini Super Trofeo. That's just how it goes. Favorite car in real life is a Ferrari F12 TDF and a Porsche 911R. How much brake bias do you run in real life, roughly? It depends, dude. The thing is that our brake bias reading in the Ferrari is not. Oh, look, same lap time. It's not. What you call it? It's not 60-40. It has a weird reading, so I can't equate it. But we run a lot of rear bias, sometimes 50-50. One thing you can do is just support the next generation and give them lessons you learned. Nick, yes. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my videos. What is your favorite racing series? Stuck Boxing. Thanks so much for the compliment. I appreciate it, mate. What is your favorite racing series? Blancpain is my favorite. But my dream is still Le Mans. Will you do tuning guides? No, because I don't know how close any of the sims are to what we have in real life. So I don't want to give you false information. And that's actually another reason I like Gran Turismo, is you don't get to play with the setup. You have to learn how to drive the car that's given to you. And to me that's valuable because I'm all about driving. I'm all like, before you change your setup, let's see if you can change your driving to suit the setup. And that to me is one of the key valuable lessons that Gran Turismo teaches you, is learning techniques to improve as a driver. That's why, and I just won't do the setup stuff. And I just can't wait for someone. I'll say like, oh, to get more front braking efficiency, you should go for rear brake bias, and everyone will be like, that's not true. So screw that. I'm not getting involved. Homie, so most of the time, everyone you see who is a professional is talented, but they had to find money. A talented driver, sorry, yeah, whether you're talented or not, you have to find money. So money is the baseline. It has nothing to do with only rich kids are racing. That is not true at all. Wes, thank you so much for the comment, you legend. I'm going to show that. Look at all those Audis. Yeah, exactly. What headphones do you have? Steel Series 7. If you would do it differently, how would you do it? I would probably... I wish I went to Europe sooner. I wish I went 2 years earlier. Because the money that I used to get into racing, again, I actually had for 2 years, so... So, yeah. At one point I stopped racing entirely, and I didn't think I was ever coming back. I kept the savings, but I wasn't coming back. And then it was my brother, bless him, who convinced me to give it one more shot. Hey, dude, thank you so much for the donation. Petro Binger, thank you so much, dude. You're a legend. This guy's gonna try the undercut. Thank you so much for the 20, dude. Oh. Am I gonna do any vids with Super GC? I hope so. Oh no! Oh boy, here comes it. Oh shit, sorry dude. Did not mean to do that. That guy was a gentleman, honestly. The amount of times that I've punted him. Oh no, he doesn't deserve to get taken out. That was bullshit. Excuse me for my language. It's a she. Oh, damn. Ulrich, you legend. Thank you so much, mate, for the donation. Thanks, dude. hugely appreciate it. Ah! Paying attention to the chat instead of changing gears. I had a web company. We made WordPress themes and sold WordPress themes. And that did very well for a certain period of time. And then when I started to focus on racing, it went downwards. But my brother and I had at the time, a really good WordPress theme company, one of the best in the world. And it took a lot of effort to build that company. My God, we were sleeping on the couch in front of our desks for years. I spent at least 1.5 years working 20-hour days, and definitely a year of that was sleeping in front of the desk. 32.0 on the couch. How are the G-forces when you drive a GT car? Pretty high sometimes. Depends on the track. Maggots Beckett's is really fun in a racing car. Really fun. Why is that not working? When's the new merch coming? Soonish. Sorry, guys. So, for those of you who want to buy some merch, you can do so. Thanks for the race. That was pretty fun, actually. I'm gonna save that one. For those of you who do want to buy some merch, I might as well upsell. We got 376 viewers, and you guys have outlasted everything. So, shop.davidperel.net. You can get stuff like Dirty Dave, and yeah, shop.davidperel.net. Noxy, I have a capture card. I'm using this. That's it. This piece of crap right here drives me nuts. Nothing ever works with that damn thing. We're going to do it one more time, gents, and then we're going to call it a night. I'm going to Autodromo Estoril and attract... Ask them if you could share Patreon to help me, and I could put their logos. Is that a good idea? I don't know, mate. It's not enough money to get going. Will you try the Aston Martin GT3 car? Not really, because I've just gotten the hang of the Audi. I'm kind of at the limit of my current GT Sport talent. Just let that be noted. Because I kind of ran out of talent when I stopped playing for a long time. Ah, my swivel arm for the monitor is officially dispatched. Okay, what else we got here, gents? Why you didn't play ACC? Because I was testing the streaming for my PlayStation, which has been the biggest problem, is recording PlayStation. And this was meant to it is a test stream. I'm just testing, and it's failed 3 times. But I'm gonna try streaming ACC and also iRacing. Actually, no, I'm not gonna stream iRacing. Screw that. Spa is fully booked for me. Legend. Diogo Cruz. I love Portugal. I love Faro. I'm going to Portimao in February for testing. Going there a few times for testing. Looking forward to it. You're looking at doing 24-hour Spa? I mean, yes. But is it a guarantee? No. You don't say, oh, it's this year I want to do Spa. You've got to wait for what the team asks me to do. Because, yeah. If you weren't driving a 488, what would you drive? I mean, I don't have a choice really. Maybe this one? The R8? Andrew, thank you so much for the donation, you legend. Thanks, dude. Guys, I'm sorry if the sound is out of sync. I just, whoa. I have troubles with the stream and I can't, did I race karts? Yeah, I raced karts from the age of 15, which is considered late, till 23. And I peaked at the Rotax Max World Finals, where I finished 6th in the world and set the fastest lap of the weekend. That was when I was 23, and that was it. That's all I had. And then I ran out of money. I think I could have won that race, but I made a mistake in the middle of the race and went from the lead to 9th and then fought my way back up to 6th. And the leader, the guy who won it, was less than 20 meters ahead of me. So it was like an insane 6-way battle. I suppose anyone could have won it. But yeah, I threw it away in my mind, and after that my career was over effectively. That's when I started to focus on work. Real work with my brother. My brother also raced karts, but he stopped sooner than I did. He was also using his own money, and he just decided that he was tired of spending his own money to go nowhere. I mean, trust me, when you grow up in South Africa, there is no hope for you to become a professional racing driver. There's no connections, there's no ladder. It's like crazy to even think that it's possible. And only a few of us have actually done it. Recently, obviously, you got the Van der Linde brothers. Oh, by the way, I prefer F1 to DTM, but I also love DTM. I love all forms of motorsport. Van der Linde brothers, Pepper, Jordan Pepper, Adrian Zaug, myself. I'm running out of names. I'm forgetting someone. I should be remembering someone who's a professional. Yeah, very few of us, but our karting, the talent in the karting pool is pretty unbelievable. So, woo! So it's, oh my god, we're gonna start around 10th again. This is what happens when your lap times don't evolve during the week like the other guys, because I haven't been playing. A lot of guys have had time to perfect the lap around here. I mean, my theoretical best 31.2. Oh shit, that's gonna be a track limit penalty. Do you know Cristiano Morgado? Yeah, man! Cristiano is one of my best mates. I love that guy. He's an absolute legend. He should be a professional racing driver. He is one of the best karters in history. I'm not joking, in history. His style of driving, oh my god, I wish I could drive like him. When are you coming to do some karting in the UK? I did some karting with Super GT. At Buckmore Park. And I want to do more this year. And I actually want to do some drive some real karts in Italy, but I need to find the budget to do that. Got to convince people to invest in South Africa. Yeah, I mean, but even when you see someone who's investing in racing, it's not that simple. It's investing in SA is not going to make the difference. Anyway, let me just shut up for a minute because this lap seems alright. Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm so bad at the moment. So bad. So did the live stream crash? It looks like the live stream crashed. What? Okay, is karting heavily influenced by weight of driver? Yeah, pretty much because, well, it depends because there's a minimum weight of kart plus driver, and if you're over that because you're heavy, then you're gonna get hit up. But yeah. Oh, P9 now. So by doing nothing, we gained 2 positions. Okay, so it looked like the live chat stalled. Yeah, so they do balance out the driver weights. Martin, I can't tell you when my first race will be because I haven't signed my contract yet. James Riley at 33.7 is about 2 seconds off the pace. It means it's okay, but you Gavin Elliott. I had a feeling it was you, mate, when you asked about the karting. I knew it was you. Yeah, Ulti, you can drop me a line. So those of you who for those of you who want to chat more, you can. I have a Discord channel, davidperil.net/sim. Oh shit, we're gonna have the ABS bug. Oh no. The contract is yearly. My contract, I mean, any pro driver's contract is like almost race by race. You hope you make it through the end of the season. Depends on the people spending the money. I forgot the freaking warm up. I was too busy chatting to you guys. Is life in SA secure? Depends where you are. In Cape Town, yes. That guy's got a Rossi helmet. Guys, I got to meet Valentino Rossi. Holy crap. He was in my box the whole weekend. He was in my box the whole weekend. Okay, we're gonna try some real ninja stuff. What is your TC in real life? I don't know. I know I can tell you all simulators. All simulators get the traction control completely wrong. It's way too aggressive in simulators, and in real life, it's the most beautiful, elegant thing. Okay, well that didn't work. So traction control in real life is very elegant and progressive and unobtrusive, but in racing games, it's too aggressive. Okay, the ABS glitch is alive and well. Oh, you just have to be very gentle with the brake pedal. Oh, man, it's very frustrating. Yeah, I just forgot to switch it off because I was doing the chats. I forgot to go to warm up. Oh man, we had a real chance in this race in my opinion. There's our yellow Mercedes. He's had a nightmare. So the ABS glitch I just discovered this evening is this thing which just turns off the default ABS setting. By the way, I got a question in email, I think, or in like comments, like how is ABS used in real life? It's fundamental to GT3s. They are designed around ABS because it's part of the rules, and that's why our braking is so unbelievably epic. Why am I missing top speed? Just locking up the whole way through the corner. No turning or stopping. I'm a sitting duck without the right ABS setting. Missing corners. Let me just go back. I'm gonna try all the way front because I'm losing the rear too much. I suppose this helps with adaptability or something like that. My driver ranking is getting murdered. It's going to affect the FIA races tomorrow. Just locking. Locking. Why are these guys so slow? I think there's an opportunity unveiling itself here soon for some positions. If I just have the front end to get there. Drama is about to unfold on this final lap. Braking like a chicken over here. Okay, let's see. Why are they pulling away from me? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong with the gear shifts. What am I doing wrong? Look at that. Cheers. I should be in that slipstream. Oh, just hung on there. Just hung on. Mate, I didn't mean to door bang you like that. I locked up going down the inside. Bit of a send. Get closer. I'll let you through. Why'd you leave the nation split earlier? Belen, I left it because I was in the wrong car, man. I saw you guys in the Porsche and just knew that I stood no chance in whatever I chose, the SFR, Toyota. DTM and SA would be incredible. Will you be racing in Ferrari this season? I will be racing a Ferrari, I'm just not telling you which Ferrari I'll be racing, but yes. No penalty. No, I let the guy through because I sent him. I absolutely sent him. R4M David Peril. No, Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave. Whew. Where's this? I'm sorry. Kanapka, I'm wow, 30.7. What are you doing? I have the Steel Series 7. I need to update my can you explain this ABS bug? I can, because we're going to do this race one more time, ladies and gentlemen. But this time, what car? What car? I suppose everyone's doing the Mercedes or the... I just hated the understeer of this thing. The Ferrari's too slow, gents. I should have gone with the RCF. Yes, the RCF. Absolutely right. Come on, cancel entry. Cancel entry. Oh, I love it when my wheel does that. Do I have the RCF? Yes, I have it in Rinaldi Racing colors. So basically all of you have a different opinion on what we should be. Do you have a strict diet as a professional racing driver? Yeah, I eat less McDonald's, I suppose. In December I went all out. I ate anything that came near me, pizzas and stuff. But now I'm back to grilled chicken salads. Grilled chicken salads, I don't eat before 12. I spend 2 hours or 2.5 hours in the gym every day. And then I try to make YouTube videos occasionally. Some of you said, what is your favorite food? Big Mac. No, the Ferrari's too slow in this game. In real life, Ferrari's epic. But in this game, who knows what they did, but it's not right. Whoa! Yeah, so Belen, back to your point, mate. I wanted to do the race, but when I saw that I was in the wrong car and I was in the top split, I knew I was going to finish last, and it wouldn't. I mean, for what? It would have just been a waste of time. So. Oh, this thing stops. So the 458, guys, it also depends on BOP actually. And the 458 with the right BOP is very fast and beautiful. It's my favorite car to drive. The 458 GT3 is just an awesome, fun car to race. The 488 is obviously a little bit quicker. It is double the price, so oh my gosh, this thing is just very different to the Audi. Whoa! Okay, let me just keep quiet for this next lap so I can just figure out how to drive this beast. I think when the Ferrari 488 comes to the game, I just have no faith that GT Sports are going to set it right, to be honest. So I'm not holding thumbs. I think it will handle like the Audi, sound like this, sound like the Lexus. It'll still be snap oversteer. And I don't know if they'll give it the right top end. Which is the reason the Ferrari is slow around here is because of the top speed deficit. Oh my god. Okay, still have time for one more lap. Kuna's put the 458 in Assetto Corsa. I don't know if I've driven it in Assetto Corsa. Let's see if we can stick with the guys in this car. I'm a bit worried, if I'm honest, a bit worried. Do you like Interlagos? Yeah, it's a fast flowing circuit, very fun to drive. That's not my favorite track, but still it seems cool. Very technical. The only reason everyone's so close around here is because we've all raced it so much. It's about 50,000 euros right there. Imagine a real live stream. Yeah, I would also love to do a real live stream, but that's not happening anytime soon. Yeah, the 488 in Assetto Corsa Competizione is I had a little bit of input into that, so a little bit. Bruno's asked which car I'd fancy to drive in real life. What did I say earlier? I said that Audi, I think. I mean, look, I'm a massive car fan in general. When I was buying my, I don't own a car. I sold my car. But when I was buying cars, I bought Audis. So I've always been a big Audi fan. So Grenadier, I think that GT Sport just takes their time in general, as I was explaining earlier. Okay, quickly warm up. Ah! What's your favorite track in the world that you have not raced on in real life? I don't know. Maybe Kota. What's your favorite track in the world? I've already answered that. What track do I think should be added to GT Sports? Kailami. What a racetrack. Can you imagine you'd love to... no, I don't particularly... I don't crave to drive any racing car because racing cars aren't like road cars, guys. They're compromised. You can set them up. You can change them. When you drive an R8 road car versus a 488 road car, that's how they've been set. Their character has been set. But when you drive the race car, it's like, oh, it's got understeer. Oh, it's got oversteer. I hate this. I hate that. Fix this. Fix that. And that you feel like about any car. So to drive a Mercedes AMG GT or an Audi R8 or Porsche 911R GT3 makes no difference to me. Practical Gamer, thanks man. Welcome to the channel. Let's see what we can do with the Lexus. Maybe we can just tank our way through. Which fictional track? Grand Valley or Circuit Maggiore? I like all the fictional tracks. I think they are unbelievable track designers at Gran Turismo. Oh my god, I didn't expect him to brake so early. Shit. I'll be surprised if I don't get a penalty for that. Even though it wasn't on purpose. One day I'll get the braking right. Terrible driving tonight, gents. Sorry. This guy's aggressive. Just got to keep calm and carry on. I shouldn't be following him off the track. I was just kind of following for the slipstream. But anyway, whatever, Dave. Finally, I got the braking right for T1. Next car we're trying is the Porsche. I used to love racing that thing. Goodbye, buddy. Can't be that aggressive. Yeah, I think he was in the chat earlier. I still have multiple, in all the races, the person with the highest driver ranking score is me. And I've been absolutely nowhere. I'm sure my driver ranking is just tanking. Oh my god, is it going to give me a penalty for that? Was that even my fault? What's going on? I understand nothing. Christopher, thanks for the intel. Yeah, I just worried that, you know, any accident that happens, if you're within a 5-kilometer radius in GT Sport, it seems that you get a penalty. $5,000 drop, ladies and gentlemen. 5,000 DR drop. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I'm doing it for the views, kids. It just means that tomorrow I'll be in split 2 of the FIA races, which is better because I'm nowhere there. My lap times at the moment are a joke. But this is the best we've finished all night. And that's a good thing, because this is the last race of the evening, gentlemen and ladies. I got a 10-second penalty by... Yeah. 5,000 points, guys. My Gott. Das ist unglaublich. David, definitely get a PlayStation. GD Sport is epic. I can't believe I lost 5,000 points. Sixth. Yeah. Did I lose anything? No. So, 5,000 points, that's just unbelievable, man. Fredicus, I mean, I don't know, man. Guys, we're gonna give this race one more try, because I'm an addict. Um, I I haven't driven all the cars in real life. I've driven the Huracan, I've driven the Mercedes, I've driven obviously the Ferrari 458s, 48s, and I've driven the Bentley. They all seem, I mean, the Porsche to me in this game seems the most, in some ways, realistic. Favorite hobbies outside of racing? Um, I am an interface designer. I still love doing that. I love YouTube. I consider YouTube a hobby. Making YouTube videos. I'm donating DR tonight. Yeah. German Power. Is it in tier with Forza? No, Forza is terrible. Forza is an arcade game. Forza of any kind is an arcade game. GD Sport is like more like a simcade, more like a simulator in terms of physics, but obviously they get other things wrong. 5 FIA GT wins? Not really. If I won a couple of dailies, like 6 in a row, I'd probably recover my DR. I have done it before. I mean, I think the highest DR I've ever had. Away, Shaheen! The highest DR I've ever had is 71,000, I think. I've never actually topped out. I always bottle it somewhere along the line. And then I do stuff like this. No. Idiot. Yeah, slow, I am aware of it, but it's easier said than done, mate. You've got to actually get used to the feeling of the car first before you can... But I do remember something like that. I know even in the in the Audi, if you take if you get the first curb of the center S right, the right hand is flat, but I haven't nailed it yet. That was too late. Project Cars 2 is the worst of the sims besides Forza. It's not a simulator. It looks beautiful, and apparently the VR is unbelievable, but I can tell you now that the physics are not good enough. How do you deal with anxiety during a race? Well, because that's not how you do it. In the race, Jimmy! Jimmy, get out of here, bro! I can't have royalty watching my stream. It's embarrassing. Now I lost my train of thought. I was talking about Project Cars 2. I still need to do a lap in this damn Porsche. What I'm gonna do is not talk for a few minutes. Jimmy, you can entertain them. That's what you're good at. So Jimmy's asking if I'm ever gonna give a shot to qualify for a live event. I'd love to. It's a dream of mine to be at a Gran Turismo World Final. It is an absolute dream because in 2010, for the GT Academy, I was fourth in the world in the lap time thing, and because I was from South Africa, I didn't get an invite. Blah blah blah. And Gran Turismo is like my favorite thing ever. Whatever. But yeah, so I think 2010 was my best opportunity to do well in GT Academy. And these days, unfortunately, Jimmo, I don't have the time to do all the races. And more importantly, I don't have the time to stay fast, which is like so important in simulators is time at the wheel. Because you're looking for thousands these days. Not tenths. Like getting within a few tenths is cool, but I'm not fast enough. Okay, so 31.5-ish is probably possible. But yeah, Jimmo, I mean, dude, I I dream of being a Gran Turismo World Champion because Gran Turismo taught me how to drive GT cars. Before I drove a GT car, I'd only done karting. I had no track experience besides two Formula races like back in the day, which feel nothing like GT cars. I can tell you that for free. And yeah, so I use Gran Turismo to learn how to prepare and everything for GT racing. And I mean, I can't give this game enough credit for how it shaped my passion for racing, my career, everything. And I mean, um, if I could even qualify for one, that would mean more to me than my first win at, I don't know, Spa 24 hour. Like being able to being fast enough to be at a Gran Turismo World Final would probably mean more to me because of my history with the game. So let's fix this ABS bug. I mean, I'm just doing the off-on. I don't know if that's actually necessary. Jimmo, they did actually invite me to one of them. They invited me to one of the races. I can't remember which one it was. Well, you guys had the Pro-Am races. I got invited to one of those, but I was busy. The last two Gran Turismo live events before the World Finals were on the same weekends that I had GT races, which was super sad because I was so excited to be there with you guys and to do, like, even to talk to you like live or whatever. I would have traded a left nut. But there were no nut buyers in the market, so I couldn't. I even tried at one point to see if I could do my real race and then fly to you guys, but it wasn't possible. What else we got here? What else we got? Scrolling up, baby. Tristan, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? So, Jimmo, if you're still there, mate, it would be pretty epic if you, me, and Super GT teamed up in a Club 100 endurance race. Just saying, I'm putting it out there. I think it would be pretty rad. I got my Portuguese mate behind me again. So let's do another DR dump. Ladies and gents, let's do another DR dump right now. Rob Groove, I used to have Bitcoin. Oh! I used, because I was involved in tech, I bought Bitcoin at the earliest, like $100, and I kept it. And that's, I paid for some of my racing from the Bitcoin profits. Well, I used all the Bitcoin profits for the racing, but the point is, I did use Bitcoin. I'm a semi-believer. My best friend runs a Bitcoin exchange in South Africa. David, stop talking and drive, for God's sakes, just drive. Oh, here comes a track limit penalty. 3, 2, 1. 1 second. Look at this nutter. How the hell did he not get a penalty for that? He just literally just T-boned the guy. David, drive smoothly, stop talking. Oh, there he goes. Get a little bit of slippo because I'm going to be P nowhere by the end of this lap, so let's get as close as we can. Oh, it's all happening. Oh, don't touch him. Didn't touch him. Put on the flickeroos. By the way, we don't have that kind of flicker in we have indicators in real life, but not hazard lights. But we do have indicators, and some people use them. I've tried to use them, and I just leave it on. It's embarrassing. Because I forget to turn it off. You have to manually press a button in the Ferrari. It's funny, they put like certain things on the right dash, like critical buttons that you use all the time, but the thing they put on the steering wheel is the indicators, which you never use. I need to speak to them about that. Nick Foster, David Perrell, Super GT, Steve Alvarez Brown, and Jimmy Broadbent, endurance team. We need Alvarez and Foster for the actual result, because I was damn slow in that race. Kind of like what's going on here. El Clasico DR meltdown. DMR Paddy has just been winning race after race after race. I mean, where's the enjoyment? That's no dig at like his skill and all, it's just how does he find the motivation? I've had my time at the top. I know what it feels like to win some races. Gran Turismo. But I don't think I'd go 5 in a row by just walking it. I'd get quite bored. Someone just mentioned FOV. Oh my god. Gents, set your FOV to whatever makes you comfortable. Some people say that the correct mathematically calculated FOV makes them faster, so be it. Yeah, I would be keen on that, Jim. Definitely keen on doing a little ACC number together. That would be sick. I just did Purple Sector 1. Oh, the world is full of quirks. The world is full of WTFs. Hello, understeer. Hello, understeer. Let's see if I still have the number 1 on my number plates. Oh! I've dropped enough DR that I've officially slipped from the fastest guy. Oh, hang on. The man with the highest points. So the DR meltdown continues. That's what I'm going to rename the stream to. The DR meltdown. FOV is more divisive than politics. FOV, and what was the other one? Oh, force feedback. I mean, my god. VR or no buy. Yeah, I love that Hamilton races in external view. And I've read it before. I've read an interview where he said that. I mean, I know he's been doing that for years. I wasn't just a troll. Paddy is damn fast. Damn fast. Beef's getting upset here. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. But I'm going to do another race because I really enjoyed that Porsche. So Interlagos, here we come. Let's swipe down to see. Oh God. Advert. In-app advertising. Oh, we lost another 300 points there. David Perel's killing it. DR getting murdered. I have to take off my my jersey, so bear with me, please. Bit warm in here. Someone asked about YouTube tips. So just so you know, the tech business that my brother and I created and sort of built, all it was also built off the back of a YouTube channel. Okay, it wasn't YouTube, but it was a video blog. Um, and the tips are pretty fundamental. It's like be consistent, answer all your comments, even the ones you don't like, um, share useful information, document, don't create. So there's a difference. And watch Gary Vaynerchuk, his early stuff. He gives really good tips. And then what else? Watch Steve Super GT's latest video about how he became a pro video blogger. And his tips are fundamental to any video blogger. It's, obviously, you have to have something unique. I mean, people like Jimmy and Super GT have something that the rest of us don't. I have the onboard stories. Once I started doing onboard stories, things really started to pick up for me. But before that, I had nothing unique, nothing that was, no reason to come to my channel. John Harris, thank you so much for the donation, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will announce my 2020 plans in Feb. I just want to make sure everything's like set before I go do any announcing. I mean, the one thing has been set since November already, but I don't want to jinx it. But John, thanks for the donation. Thanks to everyone who's still watching this stream. Holy crap. Do I plan on doing any iRacing? Endurance series? I avoid the endurance races because I don't have enough time to practice, guys. Shane, thank you so much, dude. I'm so out of practice. Shane, thanks for the props and thanks for the donation. Much appreciated. Christopher, you got me to start GTS. Yes, man. Good man. Enjoy it. Make sure you practice and get out of the bottom tiers as quickly as possible. Man, that 31.5 is there. I can see it. We'll push up just into the right part of the grid, which will hopefully give us a better chance of covering some DR. David. One day I'll learn how to be a better driver. But until then, we're hanging on for dear life. That's what's going on right now. We're hanging on for dear life. Mr. Chopsticks, thanks for tuning in, my man. Have a good evening. We are keeping on streaming until I get too tired. So, while Karma driving a green Rinaldi Porsche. By the way, many of you don't know this, but my team has its headquarters is split in two. And when you walk into the headquarters, the first thing you see is a Porsche service center, and they do everything. They service modern Porsches, including the Carrera GT, and they also rebuild cars. So I'm officially, just by the way, this means I'm in the doldrums now. Oopsie. I need to hide the alert. And they also rebuild Porsches like the they do like Singer style restorations, which look really nice, really nice. David Perel, don't forget to do the ABS reset. Have my balls ever got itchy? ACC DLC, I think January, February. Not that far to go. Mike Wooden, R4M, Mike, the stick. You ever race in the States? Unfortunately not. First of all, thanks for the $5, much appreciated. But no, I haven't raced in the States, mate. I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. Oopsie. David. David, what are you doing? What have I done? Created a right old mess. So let's just click there. I'm trying to move the alert box out the way of everything else. I'm not actually steering. Let's put that up there. Okay, cool. So you can still see some information. Boom. Oopsie. Do Rinaldi Racing have data engineers? Yes, sir. They do. But they only work at the track. So what you got to do is, you got to come to the track, man. And you got to ask teams for jobs. That's how engineers get jobs in motorsport. You get jobs in motorsports by begging, and then drivers get jobs in motorsports by paying. That's how it goes. You want to be a driver, you got to pay. You want to be an engineer, first year is free. Like you work for free most of the time, and then this maybe not the whole year, but your expenses are covered. You're still on an apprentice if the team lets you in. One of our engineers, he recently got a job with us because he was at the Nürburgring 24. Young guy that I've known for a long time, and he came to ask my team for a job, and they gave him one. I mean, it wasn't that simple, but they gave him something to do, and he proved his worth, and now for next year he will be with Rinaldi. Meanwhile, driving off the racetrack. Just keep it on. Woodman, what's happening? This guy's wasting our time. We should just focus on the guys in front. Anyway, whatever. Penalties are flying, and I've got a sniff of a slipstream, but so do they. So apologies for the sound crackling. That's the streaming device. Also apologies for my braking. That's the lack of talent. Okay, David, stop talking. You were doing well until that point. Second I start talking, I start to lose it. just checking my DR. I'm second in this one, and I'm currently fifth overall. So it's going to be another melty one. Schmelting accident. That's what I had tonight. Audi's far away. That was nice. And I just went purple. I mean, someone explain that to me. I've got something of a slipstream. Another apex missed. In the end, it was not enough. He could not pull it off, even by starting higher up the grid. That's what happens when you miss apexes. Have you played Assetto Corsa Competizione full license? Yeah, man. I'm in the game. Definitely tried it. Should make a penalty system for the penalty system. Yes, that's so true. In real life, the penalty system isn't run by robots, and sometimes I can tell you now, I wish it was run by robots, because some of the questions, some of the things that we get are just unbelievable decisions. How do I turn off these alerts dynamically? Jimbo, if you're still around, I'm using Streamlabs, and I don't know how to set a timer on the alert buttons. Top 5! And still, I melt down the rankings. Guess what, gents? We're doing this one more time. We're doing this one more time. What I don't like is this potential to have a DR meltdown. Like, it should also rank like where you started on the grid, how many positions you made up. Those points should be factored in to your improvements in your driver ranking. So it's not just like, oh, the guys in front of you had less points in their driver ranking, they beat you, therefore you lose points. It's like, well, it's something else. It's something more than that. I gained 62 DR. 62? I want to see thousands. I want to see hundreds. A true DR meltdown is when you get your sportsmanship ranking takes a whacking in one race and you lose 20,000 points. You get downgraded from an A plus to a B. So Ulti, I'm using the app, but I can't find the setting in the app. I can change everything in the app. I can change the look, I can upload images, I can change the text. But I can't change the timing of the alert, so the alert just stays on for a bit too long. The one track I'd like to drive, which I haven't driven yet, is Bathurst, Daytona, Sebring, Bathurst and Sebring. Sorry if I ruined. Hey, dude, you didn't ruin my race. I had fun in the previous race. It was all good. I take sim racing much less seriously these days. Much calmer about the sim racing. So if someone punts me off or I get a penalty, it really does not matter. It does not affect my life. I haven't played a sim race. I haven't played on the sim for this long in, can't remember, 2.5 hours, 3 hours on the sim. That's a lot for me these days. It's an honor and a privilege to bring this to you live. From Coach Dave HQ. Good night, Mike. Hope you enjoyed the stream, mates, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I probably shouldn't be reading comments while I'm in the braking zone, right? How does the fastest lap driver find the right line and stuff? Well, the line is pretty easy to figure out. I mean, thousands and thousands of people figure out racing lines. But the final details is just with practice, obviously talent, but a lot of practice. That was nice. We're gonna get cut off now. What sort of alien? Well, it's only 3/10 away. I'm pretty sure if I did this the whole week, I would have managed something. Something better than what you've seen today. I'm running out of juice to talk about. Ask me questions. Let's call this a Q&A. Hey, hey, hey. What was that ABS bug? It accidentally sets your ABS to weak instead of default. Unless you do the warm-up. Podium finish! That's the target. We're starting, I mean, now that all the good drivers are gone. Yeah, you need ABS in this game to be fast. If you're racing in a series which has ABS, then the ABS will be quicker. Good night, Wes. To those of you going to bed, sweet dreams. Oh, oh, oh. Let's park where Leclerc parked. Bang! I kind of nailed it, didn't I? What do you think of F1 games? Arcadey. Can GT4 cars battle with GT3 cars? No. They got smaller tires, less downforce, less power. No videos about setups. I covered it earlier in the stream. Love the onboard stories. Is all the legal stuff taken care of? Yeah, basically. I can't check. I can't post crashes because the crashes are. I don't know what else to say. They are. Um, they're contentious, and the organizers don't want discussions from the uninformed. Ever had a blowout at speed? Yes. My brake caliper exploded, blew up the tire. I had brake failure and no tire. And I've had brake failure. That was not fun. iRacing, I'd be dead. But I'm not dead because I'm in GD Sports. Damn it. And that is that. In terms of lap times, that was the best I've done, and I couldn't quite do it enough. So that was my limit. that was probably my limit of my abilities tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, yeah, that's it. Barcello, no, I don't think that's necessary. You don't need to reset the DRs. You just need to try, and the guys who have the high DRs will get the high DRs again. That makes no difference. You just gotta try win more races, mate. It's not easy. That's the whole point, I suppose. Would you like to get a place as a factory driver? Um, it's impossible for me. I'm not fast enough. I'd love more than anything to be a Ferrari factory driver, but it's never gonna happen. But I do get to drive Ferraris on the daily, so I can't complain. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone who tuned in. Thank you to everyone who made donations. Um, it's now, what time is it? Yeah, we're heading towards midnight. Anyway, I really appreciate everyone who tuned in. Thank you for watching my test stream. I will, in January, hopefully be doing more of these. Um, Stay strong, sleep well, eat healthy, do some practice, and buy some David Perel swag. Shop to davidperel.net, and I will catch you in the next stream. Ciao, 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 ciao.